Ever dreamed of embarking on a 6-month adventure armed with nothing more than 10,000 pounds and an insatiable wanderlust? Picture this: you and your travel buddy setting off to explore vibrant cities, savor authentic street food, and marvel at landscapes so breathtaking they could easily be mistaken for movie sets, all without emptying your savings. With roughly 55 pounds a day for both of you, excluding those crucial flights to and from the UK, every single pound transforms into a ticket to unforgettable experiences. Let's dive right in by crafting the ultimate budget battle plan. First things first, set your non-negotiable priorities. What's that one experience you simply can't live without? Whether it's wandering through ancient ruins, feasting on sizzling local delicacies, or immersing yourself in the daily rhythms of life far from the tourist traps, write it down. Next, split your 10,000 pounds into well-defined expense buckets. Think of it as building the ultimate travel toolkit where every pound has a mission. Here's a breakdown that works like magic over 6 months. Allocate around 40 to 50% of your budget, roughly 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. This means aiming for a monthly spend of about 670 to 830 pounds. Scour for apartments, long-term homestays, or even house-sitting opportunities that not only save you cash, but also deepen your local connections. Set aside 20 to 25% for culinary adventures, totaling about 2,000 to 2,500 pounds. That works out to around 330 to 420 pounds per month for two. Embrace local markets and street food stalls where meals can run as low as 2 to 5 pounds each, far better than splurging on a fancy restaurant meal every night. Budget approximately 8 to 10%, around 800 to 1,000 pounds, to get you from one incredible destination to the next. Buses, trains, and the occasional motorbike taxi not only cut costs, but add a slice of adventure to your journey. Inter-country travel. Allocate a modest 300 to 500 pounds for those crucial border crossings, whether you're catching a budget flight or opting for an adventurous bus ride. Excursions and activities. Set aside another 8 to 10%, roughly 800 to 1,000 pounds, for the must-do experiences that truly bring a destination to life, like a boat tour through the Mekong Delta or a cycling expedition around ancient temples. Insurance, visas, and administrative costs. Expect to spend around 500 pounds on these essentials. Contingency fund. Keep a safety net of about 10 to 15%, roughly 1,000 to 1,500 pounds, for any unexpected twists. Whether that's a surprise festival, a last-minute excursion, or an emergency that calls for a little extra cash. All told, this plan means you're averaging roughly 55 pounds per day, a daily challenge to balance indulgence with savvy spending, much like choosing between an extra bowl of noodles or a fancy latte. Trust me, when you're slurping up authentic pho or tangy pad thai for a fraction of the cost, you'll wonder why you ever cared about lattes. Now let's talk destinations. The golden trio that makes Southeast Asia a paradise for budget travelers: Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. Each offers its own rich tapestry of culture, history, and natural beauty, all at prices that won't force you to sell your cherished collection of quirky travel memorabilia. Vietnam, a feast for the senses and your wallet. Kick off your journey in Vietnam, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern energy. Start in Hanoi, a city where every narrow alley of the Old Quarter is a sensory adventure. Imagine wandering among sizzling street food stalls that serve steaming bowls of pho for as little as 2 to 3 pounds per serving, or biting into a freshly made banh mi for just a few quid. In the heart of the city, take a peaceful morning stroll around Hoan Kiem Lake, watching locals practice Tai Chi as the sun crests over time-worn pagodas. A visit to the Temple of Literature, Vietnam's first national university, offers a serene escape into the country's storied past, with entry fees that are modest and well worth the cultural immersion. For a day trip that feels like stepping into a postcard, venture to Ninh Binh, often hailed as Halong Bay on land. Picture yourself gliding along gentle rivers past towering limestone cliffs and emerald rice paddies. Even here, costs remain delightfully low. Boat tours might set you back just 5 to 10 pounds per person, a small price for panoramic views that will haunt your dreams in the best possible way. After soaking up Hanoi's vibrant chaos, shift gears and head south to central Vietnam. In Da Nang, explore the mystical Marble Mountains, a cluster of 5 limestone peaks dotted with Buddhist sanctuaries and hidden caves. Entrance fees are minimal, and local transport from Da Nang to these natural wonders costs mere pounds per trip. Then, make your way to Hoi An, a town that seems to have leaped straight out of a fairy tale. Wander through lantern-lit streets, shop for custom-made attire at local tailor shops, and rent a bicycle for about £1 a day to pedal through lush countryside dotted with rice paddies and ancient ruins. In Hoi An, monthly rental rates for a simple apartment can be as low as £600 to £700 if you're smart about negotiating long-term deals. Cap off your Vietnamese leg in Ho Chi Minh City, a metropolis where French colonial charm meets a frenetic modern pace. Here, budget-friendly apartments in local neighborhoods might cost around £750 per month. And don't miss the chance to sample the city's famed street food markets like Ben Thanh, where every meal is a new adventure. A day trip to the Mekong Delta, complete with a boat ride through a labyrinth of canals and floating markets, might run about £10 to £15 per person, adding an extra layer of excitement to your itinerary without blowing your budget. Cambodia, where history and humility go hand in hand. Next, cross over into Cambodia, a country where every ancient temple tells a story and every local smile is priceless. In Siem Reap, begin your mornings before the sun is fully up to catch the ethereal glow of Angkor Wat. A multi-day pass to explore the sprawling Angkor complex might cost around £20 to £30, a bargain when spread over several days of exploration. Wander through the jungle-entwined ruins of Ta Prohm, where colossal tree roots wrap around ancient stone in a scene that's both haunting and beautiful. Or marvel at the delicate carvings of Bantai Srey, sometimes called the jewel of Khmer art. For the active traveler, renting a bicycle to tour these magnificent sites is both invigorating and cost-effective, often less than £1 per day. In Phnom Penh, Cambodia's bustling capital, the blend of opulence and historical gravity is palpable. Explore the regal royal palace and silver pagoda, or delve into the rich collection at the National Museum with entry fees that won't break the bank. For those moments when you need a reality check, a visit to the Killing Fields and S-21 Genocide Museum provides a sobering reminder of history's darker chapters, an experience that is as educational as it is deeply moving and surprisingly affordable. In terms of living costs, a modest apartment in Phnom Penh can be rented for around £500 to £600 per month if you steer clear of the most touristy areas. Then, there's Kampot, a charming riverside town famous for its pepper plantations. Here, you might find even lower accommodation costs, sometimes as little as £400 per month, leaving extra cash for leisurely afternoons sampling fresh seafood by the river or renting a scooter for local trips that cost just a couple of pounds a day. Thailand, the land of smiles, spices, and savvy spending. Finally, complete your Southeast Asian saga in Thailand, where vibrant energy meets serene landscapes, and every meal is a flavor explosion. Start in Bangkok, a city that dazzles with a mix of modern chaos and ancient tradition. While central Bangkok can be pricey, savvy travelers can find long-term apartments in local neighborhoods for around £700 to £800 per month. Here, dining on street food is not just a culinary adventure, it's a way of life. Imagine enjoying a delicious bowl of boat noodles or a spicy somtam, also known as papaya salad, for only £2 to £5. A canal tour through Bangkok's intricate waterways, where you glide past traditional wooden houses and bustling local markets, might cost a mere £5 to £8 per person, offering a unique perspective on the city's vibrant soul. From Bangkok, journey north to Chiang Mai, a city renowned for its relaxed vibe and deep cultural roots. In Chiang Mai, monthly rental rates drop even further, with cozy guest houses available for around £500 to £600. Here, the cost of living is low enough that you can indulge in daily culinary delights and even treat yourself to a cooking class for a modest fee, where you'll learn to whip up authentic Thai dishes that rival any five-star restaurant meal. A visit to Doi Suthep, an iconic mountain temple overlooking Chiang Mai, might require a small entrance fee and a short cab ride that costs just a few pounds, but the panoramic views are worth every penny. Cap off your Thai adventure in southern Thailand, where paradise unfolds along the pristine beaches of Krabi or Ao Nang. Long-term accommodation in these coastal areas can be found for around £600 to £700 per month if you're patient and book in advance. Here, every day feels like a vacation. Island hopping by local ferries costs around £15 to £25 per person. Snorkeling excursions can be enjoyed on a shoestring budget, and a simple kayak rental might be just a few pounds. Managing your finances over 6 months means turning budgeting into an art form. Break your overall £10,000 into monthly chunks of roughly £1,600 to £1,700, and then dissect that further into daily allocations of around £55. For accommodation, that's about 40 to 50% of your budget, which translates to spending between £670 and £830 per month. For food, set aside 20 to 25%, roughly £330 to £420 a month, by relying on local markets, street vendors, and the occasional self-cooked meal if you're staying in a place with a kitchen. Local transportation and in-country travel should consume about 8 to 10% of your funds, so plan on spending £100 to £150 monthly for buses, trains, and motorbike taxis that make you feel like you're in an action movie. Then sprinkle in another 8 to 10% for those must-do excursions, whether it's a boat tour in the Mekong Delta, cycling among the Angkor temples, or a cooking class in Chiang Mai. Finally, never forget to maintain a contingency fund of 10 to 15%, around £1,000 to £1,500 in total, for any unforeseen surprises. A sudden festival, a change in exchange rates, or even that one unforgettable night out. Tracking every pound is key. Use a budgeting app or even an old-fashioned spreadsheet to record daily expenses. Monitor exchange rates, negotiate longer stays to snag monthly discounts, and always have a plan B if a destination starts to feel pricier than anticipated. These strategies not only keep your spending in check, but also free up cash for spontaneous adventures that you simply can't plan for. Imagine your journey as a dynamic roadmap that evolves with every step. Begin with 2 months in Vietnam. Spend the first few weeks soaking up the sensory overload of Hanoi, where a simple bowl of pho costs only a few pounds and every alley offers a new discovery. Transition into central Vietnam by relocating to Da Nang and Hoi An, where monthly rentals can be as low as £600 and cycling around lantern-lit streets is both exhilarating and economical. Finally, plunge into the frenetic energy of Ho Chi Minh City and take a leisurely boat ride through the Mekong Delta, where a day's adventure might set you back only a few extra pounds. When it's time for a change of scenery, cross over into Cambodia with a budget flight or an adventurous bus ride that costs just a few more quid. Spend the next 2 months exploring Siem Reap, witnessing the sunrise over Angkor Wat for an entry fee that's spread out over several days, pedaling through temple ruins on a rented bicycle for under £1 a day, and enjoying meals that don't exceed £5 per serving. Then, experience the urban contrasts of Phnom Penh, where simple apartments go for around £500 to £600 per month. And finally, unwind in the riverside calm of Kampot, where living costs drop even further, allowing you to savor local seafood without worry. For the grand finale, dedicate the last 2 months to Thailand. Start with a brief stint in Bangkok. Use a week to sort out logistics and get acclimated in a neighborhood that's authentic and affordable, where monthly rents hover around £700 to £800 and street food rules supreme. Then, lose yourself in the cultural maze of Chiang Mai, where guest houses for long stays can be found for as little as £500 a month, and culinary adventures are both delicious and incredibly budget-friendly. Wrap up your journey in southern Thailand, where the azure waters of Krabi or Ao Nang invite you to relax on a beach. Embark on island-hopping tours costing around £15 to £25 per person, and bask in the knowledge that every moment spent here is proof that you don't need to break the bank to experience paradise. Every destination on this journey isn't just a pin on a map. It's an immersive lesson in local culture and cost-conscious creativity. In Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand, you'll learn that a modest budget doesn't mean a limited experience. It means learning to savor every meal, every conversation with a local, and every breathtaking view with gratitude. The money you save on accommodations and food isn't skimping on experience. It's a strategic investment in living authentically and fully. Traveling on a budget is more than just a financial challenge. It's a transformative lifestyle, stripping away the unnecessary forces you to focus on what truly matters: genuine human connections, immersive cultural experiences, and personal growth that no luxury resort can offer. When you're counting every pound, you learn to value the little things. A perfectly brewed local coffee at dawn, a shared meal with new friends on a bustling street, or that quiet moment of reflection watching the sunset over an ancient temple. Every twist and turn of this journey, every unexpected expense or surprise opportunity, becomes a part of your personal narrative. You'll discover that the world is full of hidden gems waiting to be uncovered by those who dare to travel smart. With a little planning, a lot of passion, and these savvy financial strategies, you can transform a 10,000-pound budget into 6 months of rich, life-changing exploration. It's about making every day count, turning every challenge into an adventure, and proving that true luxury lies in the experiences you collect, not in the price tags that come with them. So pack your bags, grab your passport, and get ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime. With every carefully planned step and every penny spent wisely, you're not just traveling, you're evolving. The bustling streets of Hanoi, the ancient temples of Angkor, the vibrant markets of Bangkok, and the serene beaches of Krabi all await your arrival. Adventure is just a budget away, and with these financial insights and practical tips, you're well equipped to make every moment and every pound work in your favor.